Hey guys, welcome to this next video. Today I'm going to give you a quick drill which you can try just to try and improve the control you have over the putter face. Let's get into the video. So here you can see I've got a putter true plane, okay? This is a true plane, a putter swing arc, whatever you want to call it. Okay, if you don't have one of these, no worries at all. All you'll need is an alignment stick, so one of the two. Preferably one of these, as this just allows you just to do a little bit more with it. But the whole idea of this drill is just to try and give you a little bit more control, and this just plays as a good sort of guide as to how your path should look like and your arc. So if you've seen these true planes on the green before, you'll sort of know what they're meant for, and most people use them for resting the heel of their putter on the true plane and just rolling it along, okay, and just rolling putts end over end and just always using this as just like a bit of a relying source just to try and get the path running smoothly, okay. I don't mind that. I think it's good just to try and get you guys to understand how the path on the arc is meant to run. It just gives you just a good feeling, but I feel like sometimes it can be a little bit too helpful and cause a player to be a little bit too reliant on it, okay. So what I actually prefer to see is setting the heel of the putter. I'm just going to move the ball out of the way there. Setting the heel of the putter, instead of actually setting it on the true plane, so then I'm relying on it, I'd prefer to see the putter set a couple of centimeters in front of it. Okay, reason being for this is this then just stops a player becoming too reliant on it. And when you're making strokes, keeping the true plane there, but not actually running the heel of the putter along it. And say if you set a couple of centimeters away from the true plane, I want you, when you're stroking the putter and when you're putting your sort of stroke on it, to stay off of the true plane for the whole putt and to keep an equal distance. I don't want you to sort of set it 2 centimeters away and then come and hit it. And I don't want you to set 2 centimeters away and then move further away from the true plane, because then that shows that your path and your arc isn't where it should be and isn't neutral. So I think that's just a really good indicator just to try and give you just the best perspective of how the path and the arc should look. What I'd also recommend, if you're just sort of starting out with this training aid, is to probably get, say, 5 to 10 putts using the actual true plane as it should. So actually setting the heel on the putter and then rolling a few practice swings and also a few balls with your putter on the true plane, just to get the feeling. Once you've got the feeling, then sort of move 2 centimeters further ahead of it, so you're around about here, and then from there try and keep that equal distance away from the putter true plane. And that's really going to allow you to feel where the putter head is and sort of make you sort of much more effective when it comes to putting, because you're going to have, firstly, better awareness of where the putter head is. You're going to sort of practice the sort of self-control you have over the putter head, and that's going to roll on to allowing you to put on good strokes, because you'll have a good path and good face rotation. So you're keeping the whole putter and the whole stroke very stable and in control, which is going to then allow for consistency. If you don't have one of these, absolutely fine. The only thing you can't do is you can't rely on this with just a tour stick, but you can do the same drill with a tour stick by just setting your putter around about 2 centimeters away again from the alignment stick. Then from there, keeping that same distance throughout the whole putt. Let's jump into a few sort of putts now, just so I can explain in sort of real time, just so you can see for yourself how it should work. So here you can see I've got the true plane laid out, okay? And what I mean by when you're resting the putter on the true plane is you're resting the heel just there, and you're going to swing it throughout the putt for the whole way. So for this putt, let's just demonstrate one with the true plane involved. Cool, so you can see that I fully relied on it. I kept the heel on the true plane for the whole time, and that's basically how this training aid is actually meant to be used. But what I want to allow you guys to feel is, instead of relying on it too much, I have to pop it back a little bit. Instead of relying on it too much, I'd rather see the heel of the putter set only a couple of centimeters off of the true plane. Obviously this is going to be harder, but this is really going to practice awareness of the putter head. So I'm going to try and keep that same distance off the true plane for the whole putt. So you can see there, that putt was definitely a little bit more difficult, because I had to really focus on the heel of the putter staying an equal distance away from the true plane. I feel like this is far more effective practice than setting the heel and just sort of doing that. I think sometimes that can be a little bit too easy. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little quick tip there, just with a true plane. If you have one, then I recommend trying both methods, resting the heel of the putter on the true plane and then trying to take it off. Definitely a far more advanced method, not relying fully on the true plane, but it's a really good training aid to use as a guide, either way. If you've got any other suggestions of sort of drills that you want me to touch on, or any drill you don't understand, drop a comment in the comment section below and I'll be sure to clear that up for you and get a video out there for you. You can like us and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it, and I'll see you next week.